you. I was trying to see if it did it again. I was trying to see if it did it again.
All right, everybody. I am just trying to make sure that I have us up live on both of my pages. And then after that, we are going to get started. So I hope you haven't missed us too bad. Summer got extra hectic. You good over there, Big Daddy?
Yeah, I'm scared to talk. Seem like it's
Doesn't look
echoing
like you're
again.
being very safe out there on them streets, okay? What are you doing?
Ha- Hands free. Hands free. I need to lift my camera, move my camera. What I need to do. I need to lift my camera, move my camera. What I need to do. Oh, see all my stuff in the back seat.
I asked you to be quiet several times. Good
See
morning,
all my stuff in the back
everybody.
seat.
This is simply Dot Tennille here in the building, and I am the host of I'm Just Saying Live, and that is none other than Call Me Ant. Okay, I am hearing super reverb, extra, extra, extra. How about you, Mr. Thomas? I am hearing super reverb, extra, extra,
Yes,
extra.
I am.
You gotta take those things out of your ear. I'm sure that's what it is.
Yes, I am.
You're gonna have to just talk to. You're gonna just have to talk to me. I think that that's what it is, but
Yes, I
I'm
am.
not for sure. You're gonna just have to talk to me. I think that that's what it is, but I'm not for sure. You're gonna just have to talk to me. I think that that's what it is. You want to test it out right now? Hello. You want to
I
test it?
took it off. Is that better? Yes. Can, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I took it off. Is that better?
I
Yes.
believe it is. We're just going
Okay.
to keep on
Can you hear
rolling.
me?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to I'm Just Saying Live. Summer break
Okay.
is over. Okay, summer break is over, so that means my break is over. I've been out with the kids all summer, and so has Mr. Thomas. We have taken so many trips this summer. I feel like the one time I say I'm going to relax, I'm going to chill out, I'm not going to do very much, we did a million things. You agree?
No, that's not what you said. You said you're gonna get on the road with me, and that's what the good Lord gave you, black self. Road trips. And that's what the good Lord gave you, black self.
Do you have me coming over the truck? He's out there still on the road. Don't care, you know. He's a driver. This is our family dynamic, and we're gonna work it like this. Am I playing over the truck? I'm still hearing that echo. It's bad.
They do it like 4 times.
No, I want you to cut it out. I want you to fix it.
It's not me.
I can't keep working like that. I'm sorry, you guys. I really planned a great show, but somebody is over there trying to steal my thunder. I don't know why he does this to me. Don't be over there trying to steal my thunder with that reverb. I need to ask everybody out there real quick on social media if you guys can hear it as well, or do we need to just keep on going? Because at this point, the way it sounded, I feel like we really, really need to fix it before we keep going.
It's funny.
How's
What
it
they say.
now? Can you hear me now?
Testing 1, 2, 3. I can hear you.
Okay, great. Because I don't hear it anymore.
So it was a you thing, not a me thing.
I just went on to the Facebook and made sure I cut that one off. But I can still, it says you playing in two different platforms That's why it's echoing. Okay, so it's saying, she's saying because it was my other Facebook page. But anyway, we are back and I've got the information pulled up. I'm so happy and so excited to be back here in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember that we are nothing without you and we need you to share, share, share. Not only this episode, but all of our episodes. And remember that you can listen at your leisure on YouTube, okay? So anytime you get ready and you want a little, I'm just saying, and you need to get your hustle on, then definitely go on over there so that you can learn something because we are the best in edutainment, period. So while the tea's still brewing and we're jumping right into this, Anthony, we had
Yes.
a lot go on this weekend. It's time for our weekend recap.
Hmm.
What would you
Let's
like to
start with
talk
the
about
celebrity.
first? Because I have some pictures before this weekend. We had our annual underwear affair event, ladies and gentlemen. It was great, great, great. This is probably the biggest turnout that we've had. We were really, really excited. How did you feel annual underwear affair went this year, Anthony?
Oh, it was spectacular. We had a lot of kids. We had more kids than adults this time, and we were able to give back to the community as usual. And the kids had fun. We had a bouncy house, snow cones, giveaway prizes. Um, a lot of other people came out to assist, and it was just wonderful.
All right, yes, we had lots of volunteers. And this year we were able to do something special that we don't normally get to do because we don't have the funds. But, of course, I've told y'all several times that it doesn't matter what goes on, God always finds a way, sends us the people that we need right on time. And this year, y'all, I have to show you this. Of course, let me get my screen share on because I like to screen share. And I'm gonna do that. And now here we are, we're up live, and I'm going to do this as part of our weekend recap. It's really part of our summer recap because I worked so hard all summer trying to make sure that this thing was perfect. Adore brought out the bouncy houses. We had Two Shoes, a family friend of ours, come on out with them snow cones. We had DJ Mike in the building, and annual underwear affair was a success. We also were able to get up our brand new website. It's auacharity.com. Guess what you can do? Guess what everybody can do?
Donate.
You can go and donate all year on the page so that I don't have to wait till the last minute for your money to go out and purchase all the stuff I need to get off Amazon for these kids, okay? You've got all year now. You can just simply go and click the link at any time to send money, okay? Now, we are a registered 501c3, so you know what that also means? It's just like giving to your church. If you want to tie to AUA, you can do just that, and God is not going to be mad at you, okay? So we also want to give a big shout out to Denver Dynasty who helped us, J&T Williams who helped us, and Rotary of Tomball who also supported us. Up next, somebody that we supported out there in the community, Mr. Jeremiah Antoine is now at Angelo State University. Annual Underwear Affair was able to provide our very first scholarship award, and it went to Jeremiah. Jeremiah has worked with us over the past couple of years while we were building this company, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. He's always packing boxes. He helped us at our brunch, and he's always there for us. So we were really happy to be able to make sure that he had a couple of things that he needed when it came time for him to go to school. We did also help one other little girl, but I cannot wait to share with you Maya Trevino's story, because she's a Native American, and we were able to give her some money as well. So I'm really, really proud of that. AUA really stepped up in a big way this year, and I'm super excited about that. Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Or call me Aunt. What else happened this
Yes.
weekend? I'm gonna let you tell them.
Well, let's see. Saturday, they canceled the football game. I was
We're not
glad of
talking
that.
negative things.
Hey,
I'm just saying, okay?
hey, that football is a beast. So it gave us time to stay at home and watch some of the other games. And that's what I'm getting to the big game. It was a celebrity basketball game featuring
Ladies
nothing
and
but
gentlemen,
Zydeco
oh,
people.
go ahead. Ladies and
Oh, go
gentlemen,
ahead.
I was able to participate in the ZBT celebrity basketball game thrown by Miss Tamisha Taylor. I wanted to make sure that I got that right because she's married now, and we all want our respect when we get our new last name on. Um, Listen, I had a blast. I know you see me here pictured with the trophy. I didn't do it on my own. I did have a team, but while I'm screen sharing, I just have to show you part of the game because I felt like it was so much fun. Here's our wonderful trophy that we won. I was on the blue team versus the red team. There was no drama this year. It was great. I had an absolutely amazing time, and I cannot wait to be invited back for next year. What I am going to do, though, is be in a little bit better shape. I'm gonna try to do that because I'm gonna tell you the way my body was set up afterwards is still a little sore, but I need to pull that one together just a little bit. So while I'm
Y'all
sharing my
did
screen,
good.
I'm gonna show y'all this just real quick.
All
I
y'all
think
did
that this
good to
was
be out of
the
shape.
game winning. I think this was the game winning play. Are you
I
able
can
to
hear
see
it.
it?
I can hear it, but it's not big on the screen.
You were screen sharing. Oh, it says it has paused. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna play it one more time, guys. I apologize.
Do it again so we can see that spectacular shot that won the game. Well,
Where I
actually,
say
it
the
was
the
the
the,
blowout.
the, the game winning shot. Hold on one
It was a
second.
blowout.
We're gonna hit play there. Hopefully it comes up bigger where you can see it. Let's see. Nope.
Good morning. I'm all right. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. It was horrible.
I hope that y'all know that that was definitely me. And we're gonna just move on from that. I just had to show you guys. I did definitely have fun out there with everybody. Cupid wasn't able to show up, but we did have a really, really good time. All the other celebrities were there. We had a great time. I want to give a big shout out to Mocha Brown. She was also on my team. She was dropping buckets as well. So I definitely wanted to say also, thanks GMT for
Okay.
coming out there. The crew
Yes,
was
sir.
out there. We had a great time. DJ Jack Frost was there. Everybody that you know from the regular Zydeco's and things of this nature. So that was amazing. Okay, so Anthony, is there anything else that you'd like to share from your weekend experience?
Well, I'm gonna talk about the game. Some of the players, they had K Reno on their team, and they had a ex Harlem Globetrotters player. So I don't see no
Why
reason
are
why
you
the blue
trying to?
team wasn't gonna
Why
win.
you try? I did post a picture. I am going to post a picture on social media of me and my Harlem Globe trotting teammate
Globetrotters.
who won the game for us. Look, even though I
Oh,
would
wait,
like, to think that it was me, I'm sure that it was the professional on the court.
what was he about 65?
I
How old
don't
was
know
he?
how old he is, but we'll have to look that up. Don't be asking me questions that you didn't precursor get pre-authorized, okay?
He was older than you.
That part, and I was too old to be out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there and you're on the Zydeco scene and you would like to participate in a game like this, definitely reach out. It was lots and lots of fun. There was all types of vendors, so I hope that they made some money. I got my weekend done, and I came back home and chilled out. I thought I was gonna be all over the town, you know me, but no. Not at all. I did that the day before. A close friend of mine, turned big 50, and I hung out a little too late. So I probably shouldn't have been playing that basketball, but I made it through it. I did my thing, and I had a wonderful time. All right. So now we got one more thing that I need to share with y'all. Let's see. This weekend, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking about it. I've been posting it 1,000,001 times for you guys to be able to see what is going to be going on. the Legends of the Realm, and I hope that you guys like that name because that's another part of my handiwork that I've been doing since I've been, let's say, being a virtual assistant for folks, if you will, trying to make sure that people's businesses are running properly. Legends of the Realm Showcase is going to be this weekend, August 20th and 21st. I don't know why it looks a little distorted. Hush Radio will be in the building, and they're going to be doing their thing like always. So please make sure that you come on out. There are going to be some really special performers that are going to be at halftime. I cannot wait because I invited my girls dance squad out, and they are going to definitely be doing their thing. So make sure that you come on out to Legends of the Realm. It's going to be a showcase. Denver Dynasty, you know, is going to be in the building, and I was about to say in thy realm, who is also putting this on because that is a training group that you can use for your kids and to extend your career once you have passed high school age as well. So if you need any basketball training, please make sure that you check them out. I will definitely be in the building. Make sure you go to the website. You can buy your pre-sale tickets right now, okay?
How much are the tickets?
How much are the tickets? It depends on what you're purchasing. The pre-sale tickets are $15, I believe.
Okay.
If you're getting it for a pass for the weekend, I believe it's a different price.
Do I have a VIP pass?
I'm sure that you'll get a VIP pass if you'd like to come.
That's what I'm talking about.
You just want all the freebies, right?
Yes. Hey, I learned from the best.
All right. Well, we cannot wait to see who's going to win this thing on this weekend. And we need to get back to the show. So, you guys know that this show is chock full of entertainment, education, fashion, and relationship struggles. But right now, it's time for us to get into a little bit of our news and events, okay? Listen, over the course of the weekend, we normally like to start, when we come back with our news, we like to start with sports. What you got to say about them sports, Anthony?
Cowboys lost.
You know what?
The Cowboys in preseason, man,
you almost got a finger out of me. How about that?
They had, wait, let's talk the finger. That's what they should have gave that rookie all them penalties he had. He was penalized, I think it was like 17 penalties for 100 and something yards. I'm like, damn. Then they say, but, you know, he got those type of penalties when he was in college also. So it's nothing new. But guess what, y'all? The Texans won. The Texans won in the last 25 seconds of the game.
Nobody
almost like a Hail Mary. They won 17-13 against the Saints.
No one would know because I'm sure nobody watched that game. But anyway,
preseason count too.
We're going to keep our battle in-house, ladies and gentlemen. Like you said, the Cowboys lost. But you want to know who came up big winners? Midway Little League. Now, I know that everybody saw all the stories about, you know, our Pearland team heading to the Little League Softball Championship and Baseball Championships, right? We had tons of teams go and compete from Texas, but Midway Little League came home winners, okay? So the Softball World Series champions this year against, I think it was Del Mar Little League, from Maryland. So they wind up pulling it out by only 1 point, but they definitely won. So I would just want to congratulate them. So I'm going to give them a round of applause. You know I love the Littles. That's our other sports news.
A win is a win. It don't matter how much you win, but
take it how you can get it. So, you know what? We're not going to talk about no Broncos. People are all in our inbox. I mean, not the inbox, but putting comments about the Broncos and everything else. But we know that the Texans not going to do nothing, and neither. Well, I ain't going to say that the Broncos not going to do nothing. I might need to retract that one. I was about to. But, you know, you just never know.
What they say? Oh, you going to sip your cup and y'all going to drop shade?
I'm dropping shade on them Texans. I ain't lying. I think I'm confident in that one. Okay,
Hey,
so I want to
y'all got a
remind you
good
again that you
quarterback
can
though.
listen at your leisure on YouTube. Remember, you can catch I'm Just Saying live right here each and every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Now, we're going to keep on pushing because we need to be talking about these gas prices. You're out there on the road, Anthony. You see these gas prices every single day. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like they're going to be going down anytime soon? Because I may have some news for you when it comes to that.
Well, I'm gonna say diesel was going down.
Okay.
Um, well, let me say, not on well on the highway is going down a little, but in the city, I found some diesel in Acres Home for $3.99, but I don't know how good that is coming out of Acres Shakers. But it's declining a little bit.
So here's some good
It's
news.
declining a little bit.
The average price of gas could drop down below $3 a gallon for everybody, okay? In much of the US by the end of the year. So I know that everybody is happy to hear that. That way you're not spending as much money getting to work when they didn't give you a raise to cover that gas, okay? So right now it's only down about $1.06 compared to last year at this time, okay? But
Ooh,
it's coming down, y'all. It's coming down. Which leads me into the next topic that I would like to discuss. Let's talk about this air travel. You know, we've been out on those planes and we've seen the all the people that are out there. Okay, you know, I would have thought that because the gas prices went up, because there was the shortage out there of people able to not only fly these planes, operate these planes, and instruct people as to where to sit on these planes, that there would be less people traveling by plane. That is not the case, baby. People are still out there. There's been tons of flight cancellations. It seems like you would have enough common courtesy as these airlines to stop the flight. Just don't even put it up if you know you're going to have to cancel it. Why are you allowing people to continuously book these tickets knowing that you're going to have to cancel the flight? That's what I'm not understanding. You have any insight on that?
they
Hey,
taking the chance.
thank you
They
for
want that
joining.
money. They don't want to just be sitting there not getting part of the money. If they cancel, they cancel. But hey, it's like anything. It's like a gamble, especially with the economy right now and the prices things. I mean, the way fuel prices are. So
And
yeah, they taking a
statistically,
gamble.
just so that I can give you guys the numbers, they've slashed 16% of the flight schedule. That's 31,000 flights.
They
31,000.
what?
Yes,
13,000.
31,000.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus help us.
So the largest cuts are between Chicago O'Hare and Dallas Fort Worth, as well as between Boston and Philadelphia. Y'all know I like to see what the rules are, but I know that there's several other places that are really being hurt by this because people cannot get in and out of town on time. This means that people are probably being late to work. So all you bosses out there, please give people a little leeway if you know that they've been traveling over the course of the weekend, because these flights are getting canceled. They have absolutely no control over it. Everybody's reporting on it. Everybody's talking about it. But the cost of flights just keep rising up, even though they're unreliable. How do we feel about that?
Right. So why are you taking the chances if they unreliable? I mean, you sitting here,
Unreliable.
you might well
You
go to the
still having to
casino
take the
and
chance
roll the
because
dice.
look at the gas prices. You can't drive. It's going to take up whatever weekend you had planned.
Hmm. They just like
So you
gambling.
still You pay the
They
higher
better find
price
a
and you
load and
wait is
take a
what you
load.
do. Y'all know I'm a travel girl. You pay the higher price and you still wait. Luckily, I haven't experienced too much of this problem while I was traveling over the summer. We know that I did travel to the Dominican Republic. I've gone to Las Vegas. I've been a couple of places, and luckily, I did not have to do the do-si-do with the airline, because I probably would have been really, really upset, because all of that, when you don't put me on my schedule, just gets me a little bit worked up. But I know some people out there are really, really going through it. It says you have no choice. You got to do what you got to do. Nikki's right. All right, Miss
Right?
Montre Malone, thanks for chiming in on that. Listen, I also want
Hey,
to talk about this just for a little bit, because I know it's been all over media all over the weekend. Donald Trump's house got raided. Do we feel like this was right, seeing as how he was a former president?
He ain't no president no more. Raid his
Former
ass.
presidents are a protected class, though. Let's be real about this. They are
Yeah.
protected class. They didn't do what they said that they were going to do. I have tons of theories about this in regards to them having to wipe his record now, his entry into the upcoming election. Let me say this. Y'all need to get y'all butts out there and vote. When it comes time, whoever you need to take down there with you, whoever's over 18, whoever can vote, you need to have them in your vehicle with you if you feel like they're not going to do what they're supposed to be doing. We have to come out, we have to show up so that we can start changing some of these things. You have to be part of the political process. Anthony and I have already started teaching the boys about the political process and how important we feel like it is. Do I feel like things are going to change drastically and dramatically right now? No, but you have to take the steps to get there. Period.
But hey, let me say this. I mean, I know everybody talking about electoral candidates and all this, but you need to start right here in your own hometown. When it's time to vote, you need to vote on your police chief. You need to vote on your mayor. You need to vote on your judges. You need to vote on all this because these people here are the same Democrats and Republicans that end up being in office. And you got to learn how to vote on the House. Don't just sit there and say, oh, it don't matter and just hit that button where it say select all because they Democrats. Them Democrats be changing their minds in the middle of the race. So is it for the Republicans. So you need to do your research and it starts here in your own hometown, your own state.
Hey, you got to start with the little pieces to the puzzle sometimes. And clearly, we need change. I had said after, the disrespect of Obama in the White House that we would not
Barack
ever
Obama.
respect, that we would not ever respect the White House and the position, what it held and what it represented back in the day. I knew that it was going to change after that, and it has so far. Nobody has respected anything basically that's going on in the White House. Doesn't matter how far you try to push it or say and try to reel it in. It just is not the same, especially after we've shown that you can pay to be the leader of the free world, if you will. Now, the Taliban has celebrated their 1-year anniversary in return to power over Afghanistan after all the fighting, after 20 years of war, if you will. They returned back to power. They've stopped girls from going to school already. That is one of the most detrimental things I feel that has come, from this. I know that there's a lot worse things going on. People are probably being tortured and the food situation. But the fact that education has been stopped for women, they've been made to go back and cover up. It gets real hinky. How do you feel about the Taliban's rule? We know that other countries have, different standards and rules. Do we need to just mind our business when it comes to things like this?
Technically, yes, because by our country being, they say, founded by God or on God and all this, a Christian country. I mean, the people overseas don't see it like that. They think we wrong. So every country has their own belief. China, Japan, North America, South America, we all have our own different beliefs. So the way somebody believe or they believe that they believe in is not wrong. That's what they believe and that's what they've been taught. So we can't do nothing but respect it before it's us trying to go in and trying to say, no, you shouldn't do this. No, you shouldn't do that. Who are we to say? Because I know we do a lot of things that's wrong.
I know that that's what they've been taught, but for the families who still want their daughters to be able to receive an education so that maybe one day they can change their situations, what do we say to that? Because we know that when there's a religion or something that's a hierarchy in certain areas, doesn't mean that everybody completely agrees.
Well, they say Allah didn't want the women to be in certain things. And I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but I mean, we had the similar situation over in Africa. It took a long time before they started allowing the African girls, the females in general, to start getting the education. Because in general, they were supposed to just stay home and cook. They couldn't do nothing else. They weren't able to learn how to count, read and write. So, maybe in time things have changed, but right now there's nothing we can do about it. It's up to them,
Very
their
true.
country, their beliefs.
So, are we feeling like another, what do you call it, insurrection or insurgents will come from this? It
No,
looks like
it's
they
not.
have a
It's
pretty
not our
good hold
issue.
from things that I've seen on the news. It looks like they have a pretty decent hold on the area. They are making sure that their flag is flying and that people are punished for going against what they believe in now. So I don't see anything happening anytime soon. But we'll watch the news and we'll see what happens.
Yep, that's all we can do is just watch and wait.
Now,
We can't do anything else.
while reminding our business here in the U.S., Biden is to sign an Inflation Reduction Act into law today. Okay, President Joe Biden will sign a sweeping 750 billion healthcare tax and climate bill into law at the
What
White
happened?
House today. Now, I don't know if any other the rest of you received the thing in the mail in regards to the tax and climate bill. Now, this is the largest climate investment in American history. Do we think that this is really, really, and truly important? Our global warming situation, if you will.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me in
I can't
regards
hear
to
you.
the global warming situation?
Mute something? Mute. Hmm.
I can still hear you. Well, anyway, I'm going to say this in regards to
Can you
the
hear me?
inflation. In
No.
regard, yes, I can. In regards to the Inflation Reduction Act, I believe that uh, we need to do something about inflation. But at the same time, is this not motivating everybody out there and making people realize the value that your money has? You need to put your money up for rough times like this. If you're one of those people that the very first week everything crumbled, and I know there's a lot of people out there like that. If everything crumbled that very first week, you need to wake up. We are in uncertain times. Everybody keeps trying to say that we're not in a recession or a depression, if you will. We are definitely there. We have all of the signs. If you go and look up the textbook definition, we are definitely there. When it comes to investing in climate change, listen, let me say this as well. Uh, Even the turtles are being affected by how the ground is being heated. I told y'all when we popped on real quick after I came back from the DR, I even had blisters on my feet from the sand. I have never felt sand that hot. I'm sure there's plenty of others that have done the same thing, and it was not because I didn't have on shoes. I had on shoes. I know everybody wants to say this, act like I'm the dummy, but no, it is changing the face of the earth when it comes to certain things, even the sex of the turtles. Okay, period. We got to do something. um, we probably need to institute more things in regards to recycling for families and things of this nature. Everybody's still drinking out of these plastic water bottles because it's convenient. We got to start looking at some of these things. Mr. Thomas, is there any way that you can think of that families can, try to kind of start combating things like this? You're muted. Okay, so you are muted. I'll go back off of there. All right, so next, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do just a little bit for our entertainment news. Hopefully, I can get him to pop back on here and unmute himself. Let me see real quick. And we're going to talk about some things in entertainment news. So just let me pop these up real quick. Grab that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, I am here and ready to share. I hope that you guys can see this live and well. This is I'm Just Saying Live if you're just tuning in, and we are moving on to our entertainment news segment. And I have a couple of tidbits that I cannot wait to share with you. First up, you know your boy R. Kelly, he's back in the courts. I wanted to use this picture because a lot of the pictures that they have been using don't show him as an artist. You know, of course, artists create these pictures when they're in the courtroom. They have demonized this man. I'm not going to say that they are not wrong for that. I'm going to say that there's a lot. He's been charged. He's been convicted, of some heinous things against kids. And I'm not for that at all. So R. Kelly, he's back in court. He actually had to go into not one, but two different federal courts. I know a lot of people have been asking, well, why is he going back to jail? You're not supposed to be able to try people again. And I just wanted to be able to answer that for you. He was up against so many charges that some of them were, displayed and undone in one court, and now they have moved on to the second part. And so he's in another federal court. I feel bad for the man. I know that there's lots of people out there with diseases and issues that we can't explain that are absolutely horrible, but this is a bad one, buddy. All righty. I know Mr. Thomas really, really wanted to talk about this. Call Me Aunt brought this story to my attention, and I know he really wanted to talk about this, and I'm so happy to be able to bring this to you. I know you're going to say, I don't recognize any of those
I
people
can barely hear you.
in that picture. I don't recognize anybody in this picture. Okay? So, listen. I'm going to tell you, Nipsey's Hollywood star was revealed this weekend, and who better accept his award? Who better to accept his award than his grandmother? His grandmother and his sister were on hand to accept his Hollywood Walk Star of Fame. So I'm super excited about that. I chose to use this instead of a picture of Nipsey because I really, really like that his grandmother was able to stand in there for him and accept that, because I know that has to be something that was really, really great for her to be able to be a part of when your grandson receives their walk on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I'm back.
Yes, we know. Did you hear me about your Nipsey story?
No, I see the picture. I just got back on. But yes, I thought Laura London had gave a speech in honor of her ex-boyfriend and accepted well, she was there also.
Well, she's not in the picture. Thank you.
So why do they do it separate? But anyway, yeah.
I don't know, because I didn't see anything. And I'm sorry, I didn't see anything with her in it. It just, I just didn't know.
No, it's weird. But anyway.
And I really feel bad that, when things like this happen, they had to wait and give him his star or his accolades
afterwards.
If you felt like he was a man who deserved it, he should have received it. But yeah, I'm just saying that's who I am. Okay, next. Now everybody knows, Big Daddy's really gonna like this. His girl that he tried to say not his girl, in my face. Megan Thee Stallion has come out with some new music. Now I don't know if this album came out last Friday or this Friday, so I'm gonna definitely have to go and check that out. Traumazine. I got to see what this is about, okay? I cannot wait to be able to share this with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what tracks I like and what I didn't like about it. So you definitely gonna have to catch that on the YouTube, okay? We're gonna do that, and we're gonna make sure that we listen to the album because we gotta support the girl. I had to say this as well. I'm very glad that she made her guest appearance on P Valley. Okay, so I want to give her a round of applause for that as well. I thought it was phenomenal. She did a great job. She definitely stayed true to her and performed on the stage with Lil Murda. All right, you have anything to say about this, the new music release?
I don't know what you're talking about. I like her music.
He likes her videos too, but we gonna keep pushing. Okay, so you know that I like to do an affirmation when it comes right after our entertainment news. Now, I saw this on a t-shirt yesterday and I just absolutely loved it. So I'm sure that you're gonna be able to find it on the website as one of the t-shirts because I'm gonna have to put it on a t-shirt for myself. And it says, the future, okay? Are you listening? The future belongs to those of us willing to get our hands dirty. That means that you're gonna have to put in a little work to get where you're going. Okay? If you are not willing to put in the work,
Don't be crying.
when you don't receive. Period. Okay. So,
Right.
Mr. Thomas, what is something that you feel like that you've had to, put in a little work at?
My marriage.
Oh, is it rough?
No, it's not worth. It's like a job. If you want to keep it, you got to keep working hard to keep your job. So hey,
All
I'm
right. Well, I
working
guess
hard.
I'll take it. Work at it. I can't really comment on that. You didn't give me something that I could comment on because I'm definitely not gonna say don't work at that. Anyway, okay, so y'all know what's up next. We normally like to do our social unrest, but I'm gonna save that to the end because as I was researching the story for our social unrest that's gonna be coming up, I realized that it was a friend of mine. So I'm gonna spend a
What?
little bit extra time on that, and you know, it is something that's really, really important for us to discuss. And so when it's time to discuss it, we'll do that in just a little bit. But I wanted to talk about our movie scoop. We took time out to see the day shift. Now I was a little bit leery about this. I'll just say it. Jamie Foxx has been really, really extra goofy in a lot of movies lately. Okay?
Yeah.
And when I heard Jamie Foxx and vampires in the same thing, I just knew this was not going to be for me. But let me tell you this. There was a really great cast in this movie, including Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's characters can be quite hilarious at times. He stayed true to himself all the way through the end of the movie. I loved it. This was great. Okay. There was lots of action. Had its little funny parts. It had its family dynamic in it. It had all of the things that you would consist of, making, a good movie. Now, was it phenomenal? Am I gonna rate it at the top of the charts? It's a must see, this, that, and the other. No, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe if Call Me Ant wants to do that, he can, but I'm not gonna do that. It was also something that you can watch along with the kids if they're not, wanting to have scary dreams. I did like the use of the contortionists in here, and that's all I'm gonna say about this movie. Okay, make sure you go and check it out. Let's support our boy Jamie Foxx. He's Texas bred. Call Me Ant, what you got to say about it?
They was flipping through that movie like some acrobats. But it was real good. I mean, I give it a 8.5, maybe a 9, but it was real good. I enjoyed it. Only one of the twins watched it with us, but it was a good movie all in all. And
Okay.
like I say, Jamie Foxx trying to do what he got to do. He never did tell his wife what he was doing, so it caused a confusion in their relationship. That's
Lying
why
to your wife causes problems, man.
he didn't lie. He just didn't tell her.
That's lying.
Oh no, no, he did lie. He said he was a pool boy.
Admission of the truth is a lie, okay? All
Yes.
day. Okay, so while we're on talking about lies and dirty deeds, ladies and gentlemen, we also took time because we like to watch the grit too. We out here trying to support these young actors and actresses, directors and filmmakers out here in the city. Now, I know the picture's a little blurry, but The Dirty D. I don't know if you've heard of this movie, but if you like to see a little ratchet film every once in a while, that was probably shot in the hood somewhere, hood of Detroit, okay? This is set in Detroit. You definitely need to go see this. There's a little booty shaking in here. There's a little bit of sex in here. There's some relationship drama in here, and there's a little bit of murder. So, if you like those types of movies, definitely go see The Dirty D, okay? You can pull it up on, what is it, Tubi, Anthony? I think it's on Tubi. So make sure,
Tubi.
yeah, it's on Tubi. We try to support all the way around. We don't want you to think that we're leaving out the indie films. So we made sure that we put The Dirty D in here for you. Okay?
Make sure y'all watch it. It's good. You'll love it. It's good.
All righty. So let's talk about what I wanted to talk about for today's social unrest. Now, I chose to put this picture because the other one would have just done, kind of a tearjerker for me. The Shade Room posted this story. Youth football game turns deadly after a coach is shot during an altercation. Now, I need you to pay close attention, Mr. Thomas. We have our boys
Yeah.
in youth football right now, okay? And we're out at the games every single weekend, not expecting any of this kind of stuff to happen. Now, what happened was I saw the story, someone sent it over to me. And when I went to research it, I'm gonna take it down because I don't want to keep looking at him. I'm gonna stop the share. It's just gonna be, we're gonna have a real private, real serious conversation right now. When I went to research the story about this shooting, if you will, I started reading the story and realized this man, Mr. Talib, is the brother of a retired NFL cornerback, Akib Talib. Okay? He was accused of the shooting and then he has recently turned himself in after an argument at a little league football game. I cannot repeat that enough. At a little league, there is no reason for anybody at a little league football game to get upset enough to take a man's life. Now, this is somebody that I grew up with, okay? And I didn't realize till I was reading the story and I saw a post the other day of a friend of mine with his son underneath him playing football. I'm thinking that they're congratulating him as a coach, slided on past and went on past. I had no idea that this man's death, somebody that I've grown up with since fourth or fifth grade, had been shot at a little league football game. Y'all, we're all out there. We're all friends and family. A lot of us, have the opportunities to be able to go and play and be around, other people that we grew up with. We get to watch and see their kids exhibit the same traits that they did. That's what's so great about little league sports. Don't take that away from people. This man had a family. And I don't care if there was gambling involved. I don't care what was going on. This is definitely a piece for social unrest because a little league kids could have died. Parents, grandparents are all out there supporting these children. Don't make it a situation to where everybody's packing pistols to the little league games. Mr. Thomas, you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, it's sad as it is, the black on black crime, but it's sad and all just the people, like you say, packing guns. And then when you got to take a gun to a children's event, that's really sad. And just like your friend, we all have family and friends and people that's actually relying on us, love us, and want us, even if they don't need us, but they want us there. So you need to think about that because what if the shoe was on the other foot and you died? So let's just think about it because it's not that serious. If it's that bad, just walk away. Go get you a snow cone or some popcorn, and just remember, you'd have to support the kids, so it never gets that serious.
And then let's also talk about this and why another reason that makes it really important not to do this. Mike, his name is Mike Hickman. He was a youth football coach, at this time when all this has gone on, as you know. But he also played, when he was younger, and he was simply, trying to pass on a skill or a trait that he felt like he was good at. This takes a lot of these people's time up, time and energy. And now, not only do his kids not have a father, but, his wife is now, missing her husband. All he was trying to do is give back. Don't punish those people who are out there really trying to help our communities. These
Yeah.
people are fathers to a lot of the kids out there. I'm out there every single day that we have practice, and you don't realize how many fathers and mothers are not there at the practices, let alone the games.
Yes.
So when a father takes, time out of his own schedule and his own ability to give attention to just his children to teach your kid, What? Why is this even a thing? Like this is so crazy to me. This is I'm just saying. This is my opinion, and I don't care how bad it gets. And
It don't never
everybody
get that bad.
stop relying on people and saying, well, people got mental issues and mental health issues. Stop making it okay or an excuse that's able to be used. I know that there are people out there with sicknesses, but when you realize it, when it's been put down on paper, don't just get the check for it. Go get fixed. Learn
Yeah, let's
how
get
to
some.
deal with your stuff without hurting and harming other people. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was, I was com- I was speaking about you saying get help. Yeah, it's a lot of help out there that you can get, and these people need help. Help them get their help that they need. Don't just like you said. Don't just sit there and try to get the check because basically that's what a lot of them like to do is just get the money and talk about it. Now don't talk about it. We need to help our people, family members, friends, associates. Hey, help these people.
We got to be able to do that, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to say this this is going to be my plight to parents who are leaving their kids at these games and at football practice. You never know when something like this is going to be happening. And you ought to want to be there when your kid is going through a tragic loss or situation like this.
Yeah, I'm not dropping my kid
Nobody
off
can
at the
protect
game.
your baby. Nobody can protect your baby as good as you can. You should be there to help them deal with this. And it's really sad because now all of these young kids were witnesses to this traumatic experience. Do you
Yes.
think how do you think they're going to be related? Parents who have paid money into this, how do you think that they're going to feel trying to get their kid back out on the football field? This
Yeah.
was
Now the
something
now
that
the
they
child.
loved.
Yeah, the child can't even concentrate because now he worrying about somebody else probably pull up and start shooting. So yeah, hey man.
Anthony, you cut out on us. Anyway, I also, guys, I wanted you to know, I'm talking about this one because it's near, dear, and true to my heart. Everybody knows that I'm from Dallas, Texas as well. But I wanted to say this is not an isolated shooting. CBS reported, I think it was in Philadelphia, that in July there was also another shooting. Two adults and a 6-year-old were shot fatally during a Pee Wee football game. Okay, so this is becoming a thing. I needed to stop. I'm at those games with my children. I definitely don't want anything to happen to me, and I don't want anything to happen to you, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really wish that we could get these things resolved. I know that arguments happen. I know that different things go on, behind the scenes when it comes to certain things, but there is absolutely no reason for stuff like this to happen. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no reason, and I'm gonna period needed to stop. We needed to stop. So that's my social unrest piece for this week. That is also my touchy subject for this week. When you're out there and you're creating these problems, because we know that there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to Little League football, okay? Period. There's a lot. You know it, between the moms, the dads, everybody. There's a lot that goes on. But we absolutely have to stop things of this nature from happening. You can call it black on black crime, you can call it whatever you want to, but when you're putting it in the face of children, it absolutely has to stop. It absolutely has to stop. Now, I said that this was going to be a touchy subject as well because I did need Mr. Thomas on here to discuss this, but it seems like he's having a little bit of technical difficulties. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take time and I'm going to post it right now on the page, and we will just discuss it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with me over the years. I'm just saying, live has been around since 2014. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I cannot say this enough. Let's build our communities. Let's be part of the solution. I'm Tennille Thomas, and this is I'm Just Saying Live. I'll holler at you guys on next week.